It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
And there goes our way home. It's so sad. I want to go home. So I'm not sure if that's why there's more scrap later on. That's the other explosion I was talking about earlier. And it's daytime again already. Wow. We went through 2 day and night cycles in that 40-minute timer. Okay, well, that was that, I guess. You be quiet. You just ruined my way home. Freaking tower of jerkness. I do know people have... Okay, so alternate takes. If you are not on the island when the Sunbeam comes down, you can still see what happens, and you'll get a radio message that they don't see you. They don't see you yet. We're going home. Oh, actually, no, we're not. I didn't video record that just because it's not anything super impressive. You can probably look it up on YouTube. And I didn't want to load and save. I previously kind of did that with the explosion of the Aurora, because I was underwater one time when it did it, and it just was so awesome looking. But then when I tried to do it this time, like, I was outside my base in the safe shallows, and I don't know if that's just too safe and boring or freaking what happened, but it wasn't very impressive. So I probably didn't even cut it in like I was originally planning to give like different views of it. But I've been in the open before, and in the open, it's like you can see like a ring, a blast ring coming through the water. And then coming up and... Dang it! I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll use it. But I want diamonds. Because diamonds are a girl's best friend. And I'm trying to get a date in the middle of this alien world. I feel like I could do this in real life. Anybody else? Maybe it's because I only have like a few friends and they don't even live in the same state as I, because I just moved. So... yeah. Maybe I just feel like I could handle it. Is that anything I can... No. I do this every time. Like I said, I am just a scanning fool. That shrieking that's getting louder and louder. Again, that's not good. You don't want to be out there in that. I know it sounds harmless, but it's not. I'm sure we'll come across it eventually because I'm not lucky enough to avoid it. God, this little mountain has like every plant life. You can eventually swim around, and if you don't get lost in the caverns, I think you end up inside the mountain where I ran up into the gate. But we don't need to do all that. Really, I just wanted the other... I could stock up on lithium and all the other stuff while I'm here, but... I don't... The sonic search is making me nervous. I feel like he's closing in. And I'm just ready to get back home and save. Previously mentioned like going around looking for eggs and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know if I need to do that right now because I can't do anything with them anyway, so they'll just take up space. I think maybe we'll listen to the radio broadcasts and see what they have to say, and then I don't know. I should finish searching by Outpost Alpha for some more goodies. That will be important. Ja. I think that was a Gary fish. You stop it. Hi. Hi. You sound really close.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
I don't think I'm carrying any flares on me. Ah, well. Nice little trail of wreckage. I forgot I don't even have a freaking trash can. Where's my base? So south, so it's almost directly north of me. I have 300 meters. I will maybe remember that later. Try not to smash into all the stuff like I was doing before. It makes me feel like a jerk. I guess I could. I'm gonna need those eventually, right? I also don't have the locker space right now. This is why we need a full-fledged base. Now that we did all that, now we need like a full-fledged base for... See, I just said I was not gonna go egg hunting, but then because I found that one...
Partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Other agents. You don't need to do that. Can we just be friends? Awesome. Relatively full. I got 2 spots left. Might as well get some stuff to make future water. And we will go back home and then figure out what the heck we are gonna get up to next. Said I think the next thing is we are gonna end up building a base, like a bigger base. I thought it had multiple radio messages. I thought it gave me one when I got there, and then one when I went to that other island. I think I'm in the green water means I'm in the kelp forest, but there's no kelp. There it goes. Texture pop. Yeah, those reef backs are the other reason why I like being here. Nice little whale leviathans. I was so scared to go near them at first. I was like, how are they gonna eat me? You can get so creative in a game with aliens. Thank you. Dude, did I have those? Oh no, I grabbed them. It's like if I had those the whole time, I'ma throw stuff. Alright, just to get our little empire started. Look at all this stuff we have now. So you don't split the marble melon because it only takes 1 spot. And then you put it there. As you saw, the small watermelons suck. So you kill it for the seeds. And even though it's a small marble melon, it'll grow into 4 big ones. And if I make another potted plant, basically our food problems are solved. Anytime I get hungry, I can just eat a handful of marble melons and we'll be great. Realize I had a salt on me. I totally could have used that with my chunk instead of It's not the same. I could have carried yet another chunk. Yeah, you can stop while doing it and go away. If you stay close to it, though, then it'll automatically throw it in your inventory. Which is nice. If you sit, your food and water don't go down. I don't know. You don't get hungry when you sit. You only get hungry when you're standing and doing nothing or swimming and burning calories. My power is sitting at 74 because the sun is not out. So there's no solar to replenish my solar shells. I could build more solar panels if I wanted to, but again, this is kind of just a temporary little scanner base. And since I'm sitting and not burning up my food and water, we will clear some of these bubbles. It's because I'm a guy. I like things exploding. Day 11 already. Don't think I ate anything that was infected. I think it's just from swimming in it. Some of this stuff was already here, so. I need elevator music besides just the whales in the background. So the spotlights are cool, but I like bioluminescence, and I try to surround myself with it, and so the spotlights obviously take away from that, because bioluminescence only works in the dark. Not only that, but because they're always on, they kill your batteries pretty quickly, so you have to have something pretty outstanding before you can really do that. Why do I have the bioreactor thing when I don't think I have the bioreactor? Yeah. we got a radio thing, so we'll go look at that. People are like, oh god, thank goodness. I'm tired of looking at files.
High priority automated message from Aurora Life Pod 13 coordinates attached. Life Pod is carrying high priority passenger.
Yoki Kasa. I said Kasa. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Oh, no
Signal
reason.
location uploaded to PDA.
These are from the base I was just in. So is this. Again, if you actually want to read these, go ahead and pause them. I really don't know why I take the time to scan them, when again, I already know what they say and what they are and all that stuff. I just do. I already listened to these crew logs. Facilities. We're not going to 800 or 1200 anytime soon. 6 is in the grassy plateaus, but not this one. We're going to skip that. Let's go to survival package real quick. Well. Yeah, I didn't like changing to it before I jumped in either, so... Like, do we wear just wetsuits when we're on the spaceship? Did somebody change me while I was knocked out? Like the life pod did it? That's the bubble maker. The coral you can't really do anything with. I mean, I use it for the bleach, but like you can't take it and grow it like you can everything else. In fact, even the brain coral I could take and I could replant somewhere else. Little jerk biters. Avoid packs and try not to bleed. The little alligators. Stalker teeth may have applications in enamel glass. Stalker teeth is under carnivore. I mean, I guess it does eat meat. Gasopods are herbivores, yay! Large pelvic fins. Inedible, but harmless. The bladder fish. So yeah, purple's always good. The big purple fish is your water. The best food are the Reginalds with the purple butts. There's a peeper with a purple eye, which is your best bioreactor fuel. The jelly shroom caves are bioluminescent purple, and they're beautiful and fun. Can manipulate the size and shape of that hole. Did I end up eating? I might have skipped a fish. I didn't. Those cute little guys. They taste like chicken. I think in a previous build, somebody said like hoverfish were carnivorous, like they were like the biters. That's just mean, because they're so cute. The big ol' eyeball. Reefbacks. Guess let's try to reading probably works from the top down. Except I'm not actually. Oh, incredible. I thought that said inedible. I'm like, dude, it's one big mouth. Those are the small flow-up versions. Okay. There's so many. Acid shrooms for batteries. Bulbo because they're delicious. Potatoes are also delicious. Why do they have to be Chinese potatoes? We're on an alien planet. Oh, and I forgot they're edible. I don't think they're worth much, so you don't want to use them for that, though. The sulfur plants are where those explodey fish live. So I was talking before that a good use for your, when you can grow your own fish, is to make a bunch of stalkers so that you can have them, like you can use them to farm stalker teeth from, but you don't need that many. One thing I have done before that I get a kick out of is you use it to grow a whole bunch of crash fish, the fish that live inside the flowers. Because they're yours, they will not aggro on you, and later on, once you get your prawn suit, which is like a little exoskeleton, you can get a propulsion cannon for it, and it will actually allow you to draw things out of your backpack in order to load it. So you can load the crash fish and then shoot them out like they're freaking torpedoes. Torpedoes that you just grow in a fish tank at home. That's technically a plant. I guess there's Venus flytraps. Tiger plant will be the one thing that I probably do not try and grow myself, because even if you grow them, I think that they're still hostile to you. And at the very least, they will be, like, you can't put them in your aquarium because they'll be hostile to your fish. Because they're jerks. You should call them jerk plants. Ah, freaking A. I think that's finally most of it. Nope, I lied. Wait. Titanium and copper. Lead, silver, and gold. Gold, lithium, and diamond. There's plenty of places to get gold when you don't actually need it. And this is what I was saying before.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators, fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
God, those two just cannot get along. If you put this back, it will take up the full spot, because as you see, it takes 4 spots. "12 food, 14 water," so it's not a ton, but you can get 3 and then harvest the 4th for the seeds. So, like, considering I tend to leave myself relatively topped up, it's a nice little... And then now I have 2, so I can get 6, 36, 60... or 72, like that's most of my food and everything right there. And since I have a chair, then I can just sit and chill and wait for them to regrow.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
do you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what it tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bard, Torgo has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. And no staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
I love Maida. Of course, I like Mean Girls, so...
You see, Chief? You brought us to this sodden planet. Told us we'd see a lush payday. Now what do we got some 6 weeks later? A dead crew, a habitat that's half buried, food washed away.
I suppose the executive decisions would be better left to someone with your extensive experience of hitting people in the face.
That's valuable.
I know enough not to take unscheduled detours to uncharted planets. That's something you don't want to learn the hard way.
Easy to judge a decision in hindsight. Harder to come up with a plan of your own.
Got one already. We take what we can carry and hunker down in a cave somewhere. I scouted a site, a couple 100 meters deep, lots of metal deposits.
How do you imagine we'd live?
With ready access to building materials, like damn queens, a couple of water filters, a bioreactor, fresh fish. But Chief, we'll eat seaweed salad and drink our own urine if that's what it takes. All that matters is, do you got something better?
Send the coordinates to my PDA. I'll review your proposal. What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to
'Cause
come
it's
to
alive.
this planet.
People. Maybe maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degazi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
So he gets sent the information on where she wants to go now. And we got Bart Togel's log 3, even though we don't have 1 and 2.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
And he's right, the view from that island is gorgeous. But yeah, so something ominous apparently happened when he went down into the deep. What could it be? I'm sure we'll find out. Let's see. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna save, and then we'll figure out what we are working towards next.